Hey guys, Zennosh here, and today in this video of Exos Heroes, let's talk about the new Director's Note. With the end of Season 2, the Season 3 is coming, and with the Season 3, we are getting a tons of amazing new contents. And let's see what they really are, and are they really worth the hype? Alright, let's get this started, and there are a lot of quality of life features as well included in it. Alright, right over here, there is a post in the Facebook page of Exos Heroes which says Director's Note, Christmas event and new contents and blah blah blah. And for the details, please check the link below. I will be providing this link in the description section below. After clicking this link, you will be taken into this amazing descriptive page, and let's see what's the total details about the upcoming update. New Path of Trials. With the end of Chapter 14, the story of Brun has been concluded. The bosses you have met in the Brun will appear in the Path of Trials. So new content in the Path of Trials, and after defeating the bosses, or let's say the enemies out there, we will be getting amazing rewards right over there. So that's what it is said right over here. Challenge the bosses who became stronger to get tons of rewards. Next is gonna be the Christmas FateCores. Christmas has also come to Exos Heroes. To celebrate Christmas, Raquel and Battery's FateCore will be updated, who disguise themselves as Rudolph and Santa Claus. Alright, is that Rudolph Hitler? Just joking. Alright, so Battery is right over here, and that's gonna be the Raquel. So are we gonna get them for free? Well, it says right over here, we have set Raquel's FateCore. Not FateCore Raquel, it's like Raquel's FateCore. So we are not gonna get the hero unit itself, we're just gonna get the FateCore as the reward of the Christmas celebration leafy gift for 7 days. So definitely it's gonna be the final reward out there. That's how it seems right over here. But the thing is, I really don't think we are gonna get the Raquel himself, just the FateCore out there. So pretty much we are getting him for free. Not the hero, just the FateCore. So if you already do have Raquel, then hooray! If you don't have Raquel, then well, you have to wait for him. And man, since the day one, I've not even received a single Raquel, and that makes me real sad. I mean, like, my fans and my followers really do know how I have been really shouting in the name of Raquel in every summon banner out there, and I've still not managed to get that shit. Alright, and Battery's FateCore will be obtained as a middle reward in the next update's cumulative purchase event. So well, this is definitely gonna be a pay to play content. Alright, so if you are not going to buy, or like that, purchase those stuff, then well, you are not gonna actually get her. I think you have to purchase at least about maybe 15,000 15,000 crystals maybe in order to get her for free. So that is for the whales out there, not for me. Quantum Raid Christmas. The Quantum Raid you have made on the October as Halloween theme has returned in Christmas theme. We have improved unsatisfying factors in the Quantum Raid, reflecting on the user suggestions from the previous Quantum Raid. So, well, the things are gonna be quite much cooler in the Quantum Raid, and it's gonna be quite like easier for us to grind in this content right over here, which is pretty cool, I would say. Alright, so Director's intention right over here, we have made basic improvements such as adding a repetitive battle function. That's really awesome. Reducing the required amount of levi stones. That's even awesome, meaning like we can actually do the repetitive battles even much longer. Changing the method of level up and the mana acquisition for each job to improve the accessibility to the Quantum Raid. That's awesome, man. Meaning like it's pretty accessible and it's not really that costly anymore. Furthermore, we have added unique skills to certain heroes to provide more varieties of entertainment. Okay, that's good, man. That's good. So you can actually come up with the varieties of team formations and try to tackle the same boss in different ways. So that's, I would say that's pretty good, because like if you somehow manage to defeat a certain boss with a particular set of hero units, you can actually use them in the next raid, right? So that's the big problem right over there, ladies and gentlemen. So definitely varieties of like like unique skills would definitely provide us varieties of entertainment. The Signature Force, the new group, Vagabond. That's what I said to you guys a bit, like in the previous video, that the Signature Force of the Schmid is actually gonna come really soon. But well, now he's here. Alright, so soon. Will be added to the Signature Force. Up to the 4th enhancement of the first stage in Vagabond Signature Force will be unlocked. It seems like the second stage is not going to be available for Schmid though, so far. Because I think for some of the banner like in Gina, in Garf, I think the second stage is already available, because like with second stage, oh my god, the Signature Force damage is even more insane, and more buff can be provided to your allies. Also, the buff effects and required materials for the third and fourth enhancement in each stage will be improved. Alright, the number of consumed heroes in the third and fourth enhancement of the first stage and the second stage will be reduced from 2 to 1. Wow, that's good. That's really good. I like that. Alright, so that means like definitely it's going to be really helpful in order to like try to attain higher stages of the signature force real fast, because of the reduction of the number of copies, dupes that we need in order to activate the signature force is definitely going to calm down, and that's going to be really cool, guys, from 2 to 1. So that means like we are actually kind of like saving up to a total of 4 units. Alright, because like before it used to cost us like about 15 units in order to max out the stage 2 signature force, right? So well, from now on I think it's only gonna require us about like 11, if I'm not right. So only 11 total of 11 generals in order to max out his or her stage 1 and stage 2 a signature force. So I would say that is really good. That is really good. For whales, it's a really big news because they will have much easier time in order to max out the signature force of a certain general unit. And for the free-to-play players, it's definitely an amazing news out there, because like the load has been just shifted really down. I mean, like being able to reduce the amount of generals that you need by up to 4 copies is a great news, because right now in order to get like 1 general of your choice, it's gonna be about 0.027%. That's really low. Even Genshin Impact cannot really match up against this one. Shit. Alright. Okay, so that is it, guys. For those users who have already proceeded third and the fourth enhancement of the first stage and the second stage, we are planning to give out compensation. Further details will be announced later on, because obviously there would be a lot of guys out there, especially the whales, alright, who might have been already unlocked the third and fourth enhancement. I think they are gonna get their general refunded with some cess, maybe, I guess. I don't know. I think at least they are gonna get their generals refunded, 4 of them, if they have already maxed it out. Director's intention. We believe that the previous signature force seems to barely have merit considering the consumed material, so we have improved it by lowering the hurdle and enhancing the performance. Yes, obviously, man. I mean, like, I would definitely want to get at least to the second enhancement of the stage 2, because like that's gonna unlock the second level of the signature force damage. That's about like 8,000 something. I forgot. I think it's 8,400, right? If I'm not wrong. I'm pretty confused at that point. But anyways, the damage is really insane, alright? Node of creation. Okay, let's move on to the next content. Node of creation content can be carried out by reopening string of creation ray by collecting certain node of creation points between the air squadron member. Alright. Node of creation points are accumulated when a hero that is equipped with the FateCore is acquired through the recruitment, except for the string of creation ray. So that is, guys. So that means like if you are gonna get it from the FateCore chance up premium recruitment, those FateCore hero units, then you are gonna get that node of creation points, and the acquired node of creation points can be found in the air squadron menu. All right, if you really want to check out like how much node of creation points you have really accumulated so far, you can just go and check out in the air squadron menu. Right over there. All air squadron members are provided with new items that allow them to reopen the closed events when they reach a certain amount of point. Oh my god, that is good. Because like there are so many like really cool rewards, I mean like cool events that have already passed by, alright? And if you are really a beginner, and I mean like especially if you are a whale on top of that one, and you really want that past event right off the bat, because like there were so many cool stuff out there happening around, then well, you really do want to do that event yet again, so that you can actually still access those kind of amazing rewards in the past. Well, for now it is not actually mentioned right over here what kind of specific event can we actually unlock, but it seems to have a really huge potential out there, guys, because like for those players out there who might have really missed out on certain events out there in the past, and they might have really been regretting so far, they would really might want to get that event back. And with those node of creation points, you can just turn back the time around and you can still access those events that you might have missed out. And yeah, that's really good, man. Story and Path of Trials content missions difficulty modification. The Story and Path of Trials content difficulty level of the star acquisition, not the difficulty of the stage itself, alright? It's the difficulty level of the star acquisition will be nerfed. Like how? In this story content, all existing no break condition will be removed and number of break condition will be reduced as well. Whoa, that's good, because like I've been hearing a lot of complaints from so many players out there with the recent nerfing of the chapter 11, 12, 13. There were so many players out there who were like, oh my god, it's so hard to actually fulfill the conditions because the opponents are just too weak. Alright, and when we are done with the final boss, it's like, oh my god, we were not able to do it. So that was a real problem, right? But now I think with the nerfing of the conditions out there, definitely it's not going to be a really huge deal in order to meet the conditions and start getting all those maximum possible SAS. And that's going to be really good, guys. Alright, I would say that's awesome. New FateCore, guys. We are preparing a new Time Walker and idle concepts of the FateCores since you have all been showing a lot of interest in them. So we are gonna get Synergy 2. Synergy 1 has already passed out, right? That's gonna be the Genai, Wilkes, Monica, and Eden, right? And that is it. And for now, there's the Synergy 2 gang, and it's gonna be, I think that's Anastasia. Or is that Bathory? I think that's Anastasia, right? Either Anastasia or Bathory. Maybe Bathory. If that would be Bathory, I would be crazy insane, man. That would be so amazing because I would be investing all my SAS into that freaking banner, alright? But if it's gonna be like Anastasia, we have to actually see like what her FateCore will be able to do. And this is definitely gonna be April, and I really don't know who this lolly waifu really is. Oh, my mind is not actually working right now. But anyways, those are some cute waifu right over there. I would say, in addition to the black, blue, gold FateCore can also be acquired through events with a new orange FateCore. If somehow we could actually get this FateCore, I mean, like, I think it's already existing, right? We could actually get it from the monthly missions reward, right? And if there are more ways to get like this material right over here, that would be much amazing. That would be much better. All right. Now we have got some QL improvements, quality of life improvements, alright? Improvements on the content progress speed. Exos Heroes Work Run Fest and Holy Dragon Grounds. Holy mother. In the Holy Dragon Grounds, even though it says like times 2 speed, it's not really times 2 speed, it's actually times 1 speed. And usually Holy Dragon Grounds actually like kind of takes about like 10 to 20 minutes in order to complete it. And it's really boring, man. I mean, like everything goes on automated, like we would really want it to be really fast. And I think they have really come up with a solution. And says, are designed to be played with no extra controls needed. After receiving a few opinions saying that these contents have somewhat slowest progress speed, yes, that's the issue, we have made improvements on this matter. And well, they have not actually said what they are actually gonna do, but well, I think it's gonna be improved. Improvements on hero rating on the walkthrough board. So if you have been really tired, some people is spamming some vulgar words regarding a certain, like hero unit, or maybe some misinformation regarding that certain unit, then you might actually just put a thumbs down on it, and if it reaches certain amount of thumbs down, that content will be automatically removed, or it will be automatically hidden, all right, so that we don't have to actually just go out there and get all those shit into our mind, or having that issue of misinformation, all right. So I would say that's quite a good quality of life feature, so that like beginners would not be really confused, because I think the hero rating board is one of the really good way in order to understand like how the heroes really are in the game, especially for the beginners, right? Notification on wearable equipment. Old user interface wearable equipment notification that was only available at the early stages of the game will also be available in the later stages as well, so definitely it's gonna be quite good out there, guys. Next is gonna be the notification for a consumption of a strengthened hero. So what's gonna happen is that like if there's a strengthened hero which we might actually be accidentally using them for certain kind of enhancement, now there is actually gonna be an additional notification that will be popping out that will be saying, hey bro, it's already enhanced. You might actually wanna think it twice before actually using him as the fodder or material, alright? So would you really still want to proceed it? Now that notification is definitely going to be a lifesaver, because like what if, right? You might have actually used a certain character that already have a lot of like, those improvements, and then like you just used it accident and you're like, what the no! That kind of thing will be avoided in the future, and I would say that's amazing. Next is going to be the improvement on conversion condition from the story mode to Path of Trials. Even if you set the mode as Path of Trials and exit the game, it will automatically be converted to story mode once you log back in. You might be thinking like, I think it's pretty simple, but I would say for many players, I think it's actually a big problem out there, because like there have been so many players who have been asking me in the comment section, right? Hey Zennosh, what is the way in order to convert that Path of Trials into the story mode? My story mode seems to be inaccessible for me right now, and I want it back so that I can actually get all those 3 stars on the story mode, so that I can get a total of 330 CS per each chapter mode out there, right? So that was the issue. And I always had to reply them like, you have to go this and do this and that one, and you will be able to see your story content. But now guess what, guys, even if you have access the Path of Trials, it's now going to still reset to the story mode, so that like for the beginners it's not going to be a really that big problem out there, because like I think Path of Trials really do open early on in the story progression. I mean, like you don't even need to complete chapter 10 in order to get the Path of Trials. That's how early it is, all right? And it can be a little bit of confusion for out there for the beginners, because Path of Trial opponents are really problematic, and for beginners it might be a really big hard failure, because like they will be like, what the hell, we are never gonna beat that shit, this game is pay to win and blah blah blah, and okay, it's better to quit this game and blah blah blah. That might be the impression, all right? So I would say that's pretty good, you know, like this system right here, this content right here, that's gonna be improved. Hero contents tag removal. From our last update, the required conditions needed to enter the special dungeon in the Sanctum series, Trade Route series, and the Ancient Gold mine has gotten rid of. The content tags that were applied to required heroes in the special dungeons have been deleted. I think it's actually going to be quite good. I mean, like the tags are going to be removed. So what? So I mean, like I'm just suggesting, or maybe I'm just like guessing here, that like we are not going to be requiring that certain specific hero no more. So that would be really good. Because like when it comes to special battles, or like higher than special battles, you really need that certain specific hero units in order to complete that stage. And right now it seems that like maybe, and I might be wrong, okay, I might have read it wrong, if somehow the requirements are just gonna delete it and we can actually use our main force into just pushing through the content, that would be much amazing. Much better, alright? Next is going to be the Eternal Bond. We are disclosing the schedule on the second round of the Eternal Bond after noticing your consistent positive interest towards our last update. I mean, like, who would not be excited? I mean, having one general for free every freaking month? I would say that's insane, right? And for now, we have been getting Schmid or Jinai, right? And starting the next month, that's going to be the middle of December, we are actually going to be getting the session of Shofragan and Dorka. And that's going to be really good, guys. I mean, like, our wifey Dorka is actually going to be there, and Shofragan, I mean, like, he's pretty much a meta unit right now, thanks to his Sphere of Abyss. And that pretty much complements with the Dragon Barrier removal of the Shell, as well as the FateCore Iris. So I would say it's pretty cool hero unit. And Dorka, I mean, like, she's pretty awesome, man. I mean, like, even for the top tier levels, Dorka is around there. Why? Because she provides that passive healing, and her healing is really good. If you somehow cannot actually one-shot the opponent, if the opponent team has Dorka in it, it's gonna be a really big problem to you guys, because every freaking turn she provides healing passively, and that is freaking insane. And she provides a really good heal, alright? So I would say she's awesome. Next is going to be the new Christmas theme. The login screen will be changed to the new Christmas theme, and we have brought Christmas atmosphere to all villages. For the dragon soaring through the clouds within the world, we have put a Santa Claus outfit. Even the dragon is getting the outfit, guys. So that is it. And closing comments, Season 2 will be ending after this update, and the Season 3 is on the door. So that is it, guys. What do you guys think about this new update? Are you really hyped with whatever that is being mentioned here in this content right over here? If you are, what made you really happy? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, what particular content are you really looking forward to get right off the bat? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, so that is it, guys. I mean, like, finally the signature force of the Schmid is going to be unlocked. That's really awesome. And the best thing that's going to happen is definitely going to be the reduction of the requirement of the generals to max out the second stage of the signature force from 15 to 11 is a huge change, alright? I mean, like, it's a really big thing to me, guys. As a free-to-play player, definitely, I mean, like, just have reduction of by like 4 generals. It's a really huge thing. That is it, guys, and we are gonna get this new FateCore here right over here. Guys, let me know in the comment section below. This girl right away, is that Bathory or is that Anastasia? I would say that is Anastasia. If we somehow manage to get Bathory, that would be real amazing. And that is it, guys, and there are so many amazing quality of life features that's gonna be added, and I would say that's awesome. That's awesome. And that is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to keep on enjoying the contents on my channel. See you guys in the next video.